There's something in my family's storm shelter. My name's Jamie. I'm 29, live in Oklahoma, and I just inherited my grandparents' house out in the middle of nowhere. I wish I'd burned it to the ground the second I stepped inside. I'll start from the beginning. My grandparents lived in a small one-story farmhouse surrounded by wheat fields, flat land for miles, the kind of place where the wind screams louder than your thoughts, the kind of place where the horizon feels like it's watching you. They passed away 3 months apart, my grandpa from a heart attack and grandma, well, no one knows exactly. She just vanished, left her walker by the kitchen table. No signs of a break-in, no blood, no tracks, just gone. The sheriff said maybe coyotes got her, but I knew better. We all knew better, but no one said anything, not until I moved in. Day 1. The house still smelled like old wood and lemon polish. Everything was just as they left it. Pill bottles still in the bathroom, fridge empty except for baking soda and a single jar of peach preserves. Dust lay thick across the windowsills, undisturbed. I wasn't planning to stay long, just clean it up, get it listed, and sell it. But something about the place held me, like a hook in the back of my mind. Then I saw the storm shelter. It was behind the house, half buried, with a rusted steel door and concrete steps that led down into blackness. I remembered it from childhood. Grandpa always kept it locked. "If there's a twister," he used to say, "you pray it misses you. Don't go down there unless you want the real hell." I always thought it was a joke. I wish it had been. That first night I heard scratching, not in the walls, beneath the floorboards. I thought maybe it was raccoons or possums, so I went outside with a flashlight. And that's when I noticed the storm shelter door was slightly open, just a crack, enough to see the darkness yawning beneath. I didn't open it. I didn't even go near it. But something whispered my name, not in the wind, from below. Day 2. I called the county to see if anyone could seal the shelter. Some guy on the phone paused when I gave the address. "Old Wilcox place?" "Yeah," I said. Silence. Then, "Don't go down there, son." I asked why. He just hung up. That afternoon, I found an old photo album in the attic. One of the pictures stopped my breath. It was dated 1963. A black and white photo of the storm shelter. Standing in front of it, my grandfather, my great-grandfather, and a third figure. Faceless. Literally. The face was either scratched out or never there to begin with. The head was pale and featureless, like wax. And something about the hand. It wasn't holding theirs. It was wrapped around their wrists, like they belonged to it. Night 2. The sounds got worse. Not scratching anymore. Breathing. Slow. Wet. Ragged. I didn't sleep. I sat in the living room with the lights on, a kitchen knife in hand, and my grandpa's old .38 revolver on the table. Around 3 a.m., the back door creaked open. No footsteps. No wind. Just the door, swinging wide. I stood up, heart pounding, and looked outside. The storm shelter door was wide open. I grabbed the revolver and a flashlight and walked to the edge. The air down there was cold, stale, like a tomb. I pointed the light into the darkness. Nothing. I shouted, "Who's there?" And something answered. Not in words, just a laugh, like a child, trying to sound human. I slammed the lid shut and dragged an old fridge on top of it. Then I vomited in the yard. Day 3. I drove into town. The local diner was still there, Maybell's. I ordered coffee and asked the waitress, an old woman with cloudy eyes, if she remembered my grandparents. "You're Jamie," she said. "Little Jamie, from Tulsa." I nodded. "You staying out there?" for now. She leaned close. You shouldn't. Your grandpa, he kept something locked away. Something that wasn't meant for this world. What do you mean? She didn't answer. Just handed me a small piece of paper with a number. Call this man. He knows more than I do. But be careful. Sometimes when you ask questions, they start asking back. I called the number in my car. A man picked up. Didn't say hello. Just, you saw it, didn't you? I don't know what I saw. It's older than your family, older than this land. What is it? He paused. Then, a mimic. A thing that learns by watching, by wearing faces. But it's trapped. Has been for decades. Trapped where? You already know. Night 3. I dreamt I was underground. Cold earth pressing against me. I couldn't move. Couldn't scream. Something was whispering, right in my ear. Let me out! I woke up gasping and heard footsteps in the hallway. Not slow, not heavy. Running. I grabbed the revolver and burst into the hall. No one there. Except the closet door creaked open. Inside was a mirror. Only, it didn't show my reflection. It showed the storm shelter. Open. Steps leading down. And at the bottom, a figure. Wearing my face. But it smiled too wide. Day 4. I decided to end it. I dug out my grandpa's old journals, buried under floorboards in the barn. One entry stuck out. It took Uncle Ray in 52, Mom in 61. I trapped it in the storm shelter in 63, sealed it with blood and steel. But it calls. God help whoever opens that door again. There was also a drawing, a symbol, a sort of spiral inside a triangle, surrounded by crude lettering. The caption, binds the skin thief. I made a plan. That night, I went down into the shelter. Revolver, flashlight, a can of gasoline, a lighter. I drew the symbol on the threshold with chalk, reciting the old prayer from Grandpa's journal. The air turned heavy, wet, like a tongue pressing against my skin. Then I heard it. My voice. From the dark. Jamie, help me. I'm scared. It was me, but younger, panicked. Then it changed. Let me wear you. The flashlight flickered. I pointed the gun. Something moved. Fast. Wrong. Not walking. Crawling on the walls. I fired. The thing shrieked, like metal tearing through bone, and vanished into the dark. I lit the gasoline and ran. The shelter exploded in flame. Screams echoed long after the fire died. 1 week later, the house is ashes. I live in a motel now. Sometimes when the wind picks up, I still hear my name. And in the mirror, my smile doesn't always match. Thanks for watching, and staying till the end. If you liked this story, hit the like button, and don't forget to subscribe. You never know what's coming next.